The first rotation out was tough for us, the first four lines, and then after that, liked our game really through the first period. Didn't have anything to show for it, and then pretty much it was pretty solid for the most part. We had a few D-zone coverage shifts, but we got a good team, and they're going to get you hammed in, but we're pretty solid.
Outside of the obvious being just 10 points, what does it mean to be able to get 5 consecutive wins against a team?
Really, that you don't hate your days. You know, you still live your losses at this time of year. You don't get to enjoy your wins, but we had a focus and a job to do today. We got it done.
How good a feeling was it that Mark got that goal caught in the glove?
Well, it's a good feeling because I mean it was clear from what we're looking at, but you never know. Those are tough ones.
Any significance for Mark for 80 points? I know he touched 30 goals already, but to get to 80 points, is that a high
just
water mark?
reaffirms where he's at. You go back to Brian Little's injury, he's put up a big number of points over that span of time and done it consistently. And he'd be the first to tell you that his 2 wingers now, and he gets full credit for the 80 because he's played with everybody. But Ehlers and Wheeler now have kind of come back to the form that they found last year and have been pretty dominant.
I know you've talked so much about Blake Wheeler, but a couple more points, and he finished the series with 11 points against these guys. Are those guys just kind of lead by example tonight for him?
I think that Blake's had a huge impact on Nick Ehlers' game. The things that Nick is going to improve on as a young man, you know, being consistent. Blake has been, I'm trying to find a better word than consistent. It's almost a guaranteed effort, man. You know exactly what it's going to look like in terms of how hard he's going to compete. And that's it's a great environment for young players to grow up in, to see that, to see your captain. If he was a perimeter guy, we would have a bunch of skilled players heading toward that because he's such a hard-working power forward. Eventually, we get those young players playing more like Blake.
What does it mean when a guy leads like that, Paul? He probably sacrifices some off. Even he has 72 points, but he sacrifices offense for the greater good.
When we got in injury trouble earlier in the year, you know, when you look back, we played 500 in that month of March with that schedule and with those injuries, and we played 2 rookies with him. And you know, it's never about his points. He truly doesn't care about his points. It's about winning. It's about this franchise getting better. Can't say enough about the job he's done as a captain. For a first-year NHL captain, there isn't anything I'd ask him to handle differently. He's just been spectacular in that role.
Mark Stewart scored a big goal for you in the second period. Kind of twofold, I guess. How happy were you to see him get a goal, and what has he meant to Nelson Nogier?
You know what, a little bit of both. Like Nelson Nogier has been pretty darn good too. He's moving the puck. It's nice having a veteran guy with a young guy. It's nice for Stewie, who spends the entire night taking shot at him, for him to get something to go. You know, like I don't care whether you're a 50-goal man or your guy doesn't score. It still feels good for these guys to score a goal based on the effort and again the consistency that he's given our team. I'm glad for him.